I wanted to live a certain lifestyle, and I was living that lifestyle. My name is Samantha Ely, and I'm currently a student at the Stanford Graduate School of Business. I had a lot of really, really poor financial habits. I was living off credit cards. I wasn't saving. I wasn't budgeting. I wasn't tracking my spending. I had about $40,000 in student loans. I had bought a $15,000 new car, and I had about $15,000 in credit card bills. I started off with one credit card, and I maxed that out, and then I got another one, and I maxed that out. It just became a vicious cycle. I was spending like $750 on food and restaurants in a month, which is crazy. I wasn't even working at the time. I was just kind of living this extravagant life. What made it okay at the time was ignorance. I had no idea the hole that I was digging myself into financially. I ended up getting evicted from my apartment and having to sell all of my belongings. That was the lowest point in my life. I had this epiphany that I was missing some serious knowledge, and that knowledge was financial literacy. I decided I was going to pay off my debt in an expedited manner. I had $70,000 in debt, and I was going to pay all of that off in less than 3 years. My first step was pulling a credit report, seeing all my debts in one place. It was scary to see how much debt I had amassed, but it was necessary. Step 2 was saving an emergency fund. So I saved 6 months worth of expenses, and once I had that saved, I moved on to step 3, which was paying off all of my debt. My whole lifestyle changed. I worked so many jobs at one point in time. I was working a full-time job, a 9 to 5. I didn't sleep on the weekends because I had that overnight job and a retail job during the day. The oddest job that I had was a line worker in a diaper factory. I was working, 80-hour weeks. I always tell people you have to sacrifice in the short term if you want to live the life you want to live in the long term. That's why I set a goal. I said 3 years. I knew that there was an end date for it, and that after that, I would be debt-free. I would know how to manage my money, and I could live that life that I wanted to live, but do it a little bit more responsibly. Now, where I am in my life, I'm completely obsessed with personal finance. I've gone through so many heartaches with it, and I've learned to come out on the other side a better person than I was going in. So I'm going to school to get my MBA, which is my Master's in Business Administration from Stanford University, and I'm hoping to go into venture capital after. Living off credit cards has become another norm. It's just not a good habit to build. And I just think talking about money should be one of those normative things. We talk about our health. We talk about best practices when finding a job. So why aren't we talking about best practices with money?